Somebody has a little penis and a big bank account. All right, YouTubers, welcome back. My name's Dave.
But I go by another name, too.
Like always, and you found do-it-yourself, do-it-right. Well, it's another 2-week rental review, and this time, I got an Explorer, AKA a Ford Exploder. They kind of got a bad rap because of tires that exploded. Really wasn't their fault. Good job, Firestone. So, let's take a look at the new Explorer. It's a 2025 ST line. Pretty nice. As I walk around and show you the car, I'm sorry if you hear jets taking off. It's because, well, for this 2 weeks, I'm down here in beautiful Miami, and the helicopter is basically stationed at, well, not basically, it's stationed at an executive airport. And what does that mean? Well, that means all the rich people that fly in and out of Miami fly in and out of this airport. There's a lot of private jets and twin engine aircraft that come in and out. So here it is. This is a 2025 Ford Explorer ST line. Looks pretty good on the outside. Nice big wheels. This is I believe a 6-passenger. I have a seat in the back folded down for my tools and my toolbox and all the junk that I bring with me. I actually had to drive from Savannah down here to Miami. It's a bit of a drive, 7.5, 8-hour drive. Typically I fly and then pick up a rental, but that's kind of short notice.
God damn it.
So that's the beast. So I already have, 7 hours of seat time in this thing, and it rides pretty nice. Don't mind the bird poop. It rides pretty nice. It's got a bit of get up and go. I'm guessing because it's the ST version. It's all-wheel drive. Let me get you on the inside here. I'll show you the goodies. Starting here at the door, getting in. It's not super loaded out. It's more of the sporty version, I guess. It does have like a leather wrap out here. It's nice and supple. This thing is basically brand new. We got power seats, power lumbar, which is nice. It's kind of weird to get the hood open. You gotta pull it twice, pop it up. Show you the engine in a minute. Then your normal controls here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Let's get in. It's pretty comfortable. This thing has the Ford no hands driving. They call it blue steering. Ford Blue Cruise. That's what it is. Ford Blue Cruise. It's kind of nice on a 7-hour drive. You just basically sit here, and it's got a little sensor right here. Make sure that you're not dozing off. Tells you, keep your hands on the steering wheel. It's cool because you use the blinker and you can change lanes by using your blinker. Does it automatically. It's a little bit of a delay, but it's pretty cool. We'll get into that a little later. Talk to you about it a little later. But other than that, it's got a big old screen here in the middle. Doesn't really have much for controls, which I don't typically like. It's got a dial, go forward, go backward. It's got your modes, driving modes. It's got a electric park and brake like most. Big old console. The seats are nice. It's got like cloth. It's got well, that's kind of hard. The rest of this is like soft touch. Steering wheel feels nice. The dash is soft touch also. My easy pass so I can go through tolls. Sunglass case holder up here. This one's got the garage door opener, which, you know, in a rental car you don't ever use. Bunch of oh shit handles. I'll let you see the back seat. This one has captain's chairs. It's kind of nice. I'm gonna let it run because it's warm already. It's like 80 whatever degrees because it's Miami. This does have the touch option. What I call the touch option. When the key is present, all you do is touch the handle, you know, to get in, and it automatically unlocks, which is kind of nice. Here we go. Captain's chairs with hand, you know, armrests. You got all your controls in the middle here, which I can turn off because I don't need the air conditioner in the back. I believe this is cup holders and whatnot, but it's pretty nice back here. Lots of room. You can see I got the back loaded down with a bunch of junk. I got some motorcycle stuff I brought with me. If you guys are into motorcycles, you know, old ones like Hondas and Yamahas, Kawasaki's, basically all of them. You know, I also do those too. You can check those videos out. I don't know how to get into this. Oh boy, how do I get into this thing without the key? Well, I'm gonna have to go push the button. Whenever I'm on duty, I try to bring things to keep me busy, and that usually consists of motorcycle parts and whatnot. So here's the back. I got the third row folded down, obviously, and some good old pure leaf sweet tea. Motorcycle parts, cleaning these up in the hotel room. SOS pads. Anyways, you can see how big the car is, or SUV I should say. This does have a towing package, and if I didn't have such short notice, I would have brought a motorcycle with me, and then I probably wouldn't have ridden it because traffic in Miami is ridiculous. They drive like wild folks down here. I keep telling my girlfriend it reminds me of Saudi Arabia when I was over there, and she says the older I get, the more I compare every place to Saudi Arabia. And it's, well, because people don't know how to drive. So here's the big engine. Impressive, I know, right? To be honest with you, I don't even know what the engine is. Oh, it's a 2.3 liter. So it's the EcoBoost, I believe. It should have a turbo on it somewhere. Down there. Maybe. Not exactly sure. I have to look that up. Do a little bit of research, give you guys some power numbers, because I don't really know the power numbers. And it doesn't really tell me either, right there. So once I do my final review, I'll give you some power numbers. It's zippy. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's zippy. You give her the pedal. You stab it, because you definitely need to do that down here. It goes, and it goes pretty quickly. So I'm assuming there's a turbo on it. But all right, let's see. Let's get back in here. What else does this thing have? Let's see. This thing has, with the whole Blue Cruise thing, it tells you the speed limit, which is nice being in a place to where you don't know very much, you know, you don't know the speed limits. It tells you the speed limit, so it, you know, it reads the signs. This thing also does, let me hit my view. Oh, see if it's going to go to map mode. Let me do that. Oh, map mode, there we go. Oh, I got to open my I gotta open up, and I got windshield wipers on. I'm a mess. Let's just put it that way. I'm a mess right now. There we go. Look at that. It gives you a whole map. The whole thing is a map. Super handy when you're doing, you know, when you're renting a car, you don't know where the heck you're going, you don't know where you are. It gives you a map here, so you don't have to stare over here. Just tells you directions, tells you what you're listening to on the radio also. Tells you that you're, you know, almost out of windshield wiper fluid, because the birds really like to poop on your vehicle down here. Of course, then, you know, your whole infotainment, nice big screen. This one does also have the camera view where you can change your views. You can zoom in, like the back corner. Nice. This is just kind of like my F-150 has all of this. Really handy when you're coming into a parking spot. You know, it's close quarters down here. It's not a lot of room in the parking lots. Everything's really jam-packed in this city. It's kind of what I noticed. So yeah, it's got the cool camera, of course. It's got the auto on, auto off button down here. I usually turn it off. It tells you that it's off over here. And you know, all this crazy stuff. It's got parking and four-way flashers and your video and your traction control. Blase. It's got this cool little tray right here. I think this is nice and handy. And it goes up underneath there so you can like hide stuff under there. Kind of nice. You know, normal glove box, nothing special, nothing crazy on the dash. Just kind of nice. Ford steering wheel is basically the same in all the vehicles. Got your cruise control stuff over here. Lane keep assist, volume, mute. And then all your controls for your stuff up in here is on this side. You know, you want to talk and make phone calls and fast forward through music. Basically all the same. Ford steering wheel is okay. I hate to admit it, but I like the way GMC or Chevy and Dodge does their steering wheels a little bit differently. The volume control for the radio is on this side, and on a Ford it's on this side. It's kind of hard to get used to. You'd think the radio volume control would be closer to the radio, but it's not. So just the little things in life. But I'm going to drive this thing some more and put some more miles on it. Let's see, this thing has 7,104 miles on it. I gotta drive back to Savannah. Got another week down here and then drive back to Savannah. And that's when I'll give you my final likes and dislikes. So let's keep on keeping on working, setting up a new base. Somebody has a little penis and a big bank account. Just want to show you guys how this Ford Blue Cruise works. It works pretty well. So I got the map up over here, and then you can see over in the corner it says hands free, and you just sit here. Oh, well there, now it's saying watch the road. This little guy right here is the sensor for you, you know, to make sure that your face is facing the road and not to the side or to the side. Every once in a while it'll give you a little warning like that, but it steers pretty well, keeps you centered. The way you change lanes, you just turn your blinker on and you change lanes. I'm gonna change back because of, you know, oncoming traffic, but that's it. That's Ford Blue Cruise, and it's pretty nice on this long drive from Miami back up to Savannah. If you guys have been with me for any amount of time doing these 2-week reviews, you know this is the park where I give you my likes, my dislikes. It's it's just a nice quiet little park, other than the traffic now that seems to have picked up since I turned the camera on. But I'm happy to be out of Florida. I'm happy to be out of Miami. Oh my God, the traffic, terrible. If you're a viewer from Florida, put in a comment below. Why do you guys drive so terribly in Florida? I used to think that people in Texas and Dallas were the worst drivers in the United States until I went to Miami. That place, it's almost as bad as Saudi Arabia. It's pretty terrible. But I'm back. The Explorer got me back to good old Georgia, back to Pooler, back to Savannah. And I'm going to give you what I like and what I dislike about it. So let's just start. Let's start right back here at the back. What I like this little spoiler thing. I like the look. I like the aesthetic of it. But I don't like that when the back window gets dirty, you can't get up in there with the gas station little squeegee things. You can't get the window clean. It's kind of annoying. I don't like that. Let's open this thing up. Show you something else that I don't like, since I'm on the don't like things. And by golly, here it is. I've been using the key, bubble pump the key, and opens the back for you. I like that the seats fold down nice and flat. Gives you a nice bit of space. But I don't like this chintzy thing they got here. Like, why are these things not, like, you know, fastened down somehow? Like on a thing, you flip it up, you flip it down. Got some stuff I gotta get out of here, but I just don't like it. It's like chintzy, it's cheap. It's just, do better, Ford. Come on, that's not great. Yeah, that's really all I can complain about back here. Another thing that I don't like the way the doors sound when you close them. They just sound cheap. They sound hollow. Maybe if I get closer. I'm not sure if you can get the noise, get the sound. They just sound hollow. Just a weird noise that it makes. Just sounds cheap. I hate to say it, but the Ford sounds cheap. What I like the front end. This front end on an SUV, I mean, I think it's awesome. I really like the looks of the big grille. It does have a camera up here, so you can see like the curb. I figured out the button inside of there. It's kind of just like my truck. You can do 360 view, so when you're pulling in, you're not smashing the front end of your SUV. I love it. It's great. It's like probably one of my favorite options on my truck, and this has it too. It's great. You can hit the button, shows you all around, so you can see when you're in a parking spot how good or how bad you parked. With the truck, it's usually how bad. With this thing, it's usually how good. This thing steers. The turning rate is wonderful. I love it. It's great. The SUV rides like you would think it's supposed to ride. It kind of has a car feeling, but you can tell that you're in a bigger vehicle, which I like. That's one of the things when I was searching for an SUV a long time ago when I bought my GMC Acadia. I wanted it to feel like an SUV, and that's what this does. This feels like an SUV while you're driving it. Long trips, great. If you're a family of 4, this thing is probably perfect for you. If you're a family of 5, probably too small. And I say that this version has the captain's chairs, which is really nice. But the back seat is, when it's folded up, it doesn't give you much space. So if you're just using this for an around the town vehicle and you're a family of 5 or 6, it's probably fine. But if you plan on doing any kind of road trips, you don't have the space. You could squish and put your bags and squish, you know, get a roof rack maybe and store all your stuff. Get a hitch, because this does have a hitch. Get one of those things that pop out and you can put your luggage back here. I mean, you could make it work, obviously. But if you have the extra coin, I'd probably go for the Expedition or a Tahoe, something bigger. That's just my opinion. It's me. probably getting old and showing my age. You know, 20-year-old me would have loved to have this when I had the kids when they were little. But 45-year-old me, I'm like, man, I want something bigger. I like them. I like it bigger.
That's what she said. That's what who said.
So take that into consideration. Let's jump inside and show you some things that I like, some of the things I don't like. That sound being one that I really don't like. All right, got the car on, got the AC going because it's rather warm. Okay, let's do the likes. I feel like being positive. The likes. I really like this screen, this dash. I like how it's programmable. I like how I can bring up a map. I think my Blue Cruise, when I showed you the Blue Cruise, had the map going on up there. It was up here, and you can have it on the screen over here. I really like that. It's just super nice looking. Really nice. I don't really like the old school Ford windshield wiper, the way they do their wipers. It's like a carryover from a long time ago, the way they do it with this little dial in the middle. I don't particularly like that. I do like the feel of the steering wheel. The steering wheel does get warm. This has steering wheel heater, warmer, seat warmer. Oh, it was so warm in Miami, I didn't even really check them out. I already had swamp butt. So no sense of adding to it. That might be TMI, but you know, it is what it is. Steering wheel just feels great. I love the feel of the steering wheel. I hate the layout of Ford's steering wheel.
Oh, dude, this is not good.
I don't like how the skip, you know, for your radio, for if you're listening to podcasts and the commercial comes on, you got to skip here. I don't like how the volume's over here. I feel like the volume should be over here. And this is your cruise control, your Blue Cruise, your normal cruise, adaptive cruise. You can switch between which cruise you want. Another thing that I really like the lane keep assist on this Ford. I think they've reprogrammed it from mine. My truck is a 2022. This is a 25. The lane keep on this, dare I say, is slow. Meaning it'll drift, and then it slowly brings you back into the lane. Rather than like the GM version where it's like, it's abrupt. It's, you know, it wants to put you back into the lane. This one is more slow. And I like that. My brain, the older I get, doesn't work as fast. So the slower it goes, the better. So, yeah. I like that. Another thing I like this little tray right here. This little tray is a great idea. Perfect for my phone. Perfect for the hotel key. Slide it right up on there. It goes in there pretty deep. It's a good tray. I like it. Keep that up, Ford. The problem with the tray is that it makes this little thing down here, you know, kind of inaccessible. There's power in there, but I didn't have this thing open. I had it closed. You can run your power cord out. There's like a little lip right here. You can run it out and up. That's what I did. No sense of keeping that open. I don't like the dial. I'm a grab a hold kind of guy. I want to grab a hold of a shifter. You know, hit the button, shift it. I don't really like these dials. Just, it's not my thing. It's not my jam. It's not it. Anyways, the modes are cool. They work pretty well. If this was my personal car, I would say I don't like the gas mileage. For a I believe this is a 2.3 or 2.5, 2 point whatever, with a turbo, which I like. Turbo, it'll go. Trust me. getting up to speed in traffic in Miami, you need something that's going to go. And this will do it. You'll feel the turbo kick in and you're going. I like it. I just don't like the gas mileage. The most gas mileage I could get in eco mode on 95 rolling north, 22.1 miles per gallon. Not that great. Not that great, I have to say. But sound system's nice. This is a B&O. Yeah, B&O sound system in this one. Sounds good. One of the things that I don't have any buttons. There's no buttons for my air conditioning. It's all in this infotainment screen. And that's fine for now, but what happens when this screen gets old or this screen gets busted? You got no buttons other than these down here. And that's just auto on, auto off, which every review I complain about that. And then you got your, this is your camera. Look at that. Here's your camera. And look at Nissan, people. If you guys don't know what a good camera looks like, well, I know you guys don't know what a good camera looks like. This is it. This has got a good camera. I can zoom in. Look, I can zoom in the back. I can, zoom out. I can zoom in the front. Look at that. I can see where I'm gonna go. Freaking cool. I really like that same kind of thing in the back. Well, it's gonna show me which way my wheels are turning. But I can zoom in. Like I said, it's really nice. You got different views here. You got your forward view. You got your 3D forward view. You got a hitch view. And you got your backup view. That's what a backup camera or a camera system is supposed to look like. If you own a Nissan, you know yours doesn't look like that. So, I really like that. I really like the seats. They're nice and comfortable. 7 hours from Savannah to Miami. 7 hours from Miami back to Savannah. And these seats are comfortable. I did have to stop at Buc-ee's. Just because. So that's about midway. Got out, stretched my legs, got gas, and, continued on. So, you can make some good runs in it if it's just, you and not you and the missus. Because I know the missus has always got to pee. Or the kids got to pee. Anyways, if you like these kind of reviews, like, tag, share, follow, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And like always, till next time, thanks a lot. Hopefully on my next 2-week rental review, I can get a Chevy Traverse or a GMC Acadia so I can do a thorough